Ladies and gentlemen, I need your full attention right now. Let me ask you something straight from the gut. How long have you been stuck in the same story? How many times have you looked in the mirror and said, "This isn't who I'm meant to be"? Maybe you've been beaten down by life. Maybe you've been told you're not enough. Maybe every time you take one step forward, life kicks you 2 steps back. You've felt the pain of failure. You've tasted the bitterness of rejection. You've heard the whispers in your head that say, "You'll never make it." But I'm here to tell you something your soul already knows. That's not your destiny. That's not your truth. That's not your final chapter. You were built for more. You were born for greatness. You were designed to conquer every challenge, not cower before it. This is your moment. This is the line in the sand. This is the time you stop surviving and start thriving. Let's go deep. Let's go real. Let's break through right now. Part 1. Change your story, change your life. Every challenge you face is a test. And behind every test is a hidden gift, a chance to rise. But if your story is broken, if you're telling yourself lies like, "I'll never be rich. I'm just not lucky. I'm not disciplined. I'm too old," then guess what? You're right. Because your story shapes your reality. Your life is a reflection of the story you've rehearsed over and over in your head. But here's the truth. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not your circumstances. You are the author of your destiny. Change your story, and you will change your life. Tell yourself, "I am unstoppable. I am worthy of abundance. I was born for impact. I'm not here to play small, I'm here to dominate." Because when you change the script, you start taking new action. And massive action equals massive results. Part 2. Get leverage on yourself. Unleash the hunger. You want change? Then you need one thing above all else. Leverage. You've got to get hungry. You've got to find a reason that burns hotter than any excuse. Let me ask you, what are you sick of? What are you no longer willing to tolerate? Maybe you're sick of being broke. Maybe you're sick of feeling like you're not enough. Maybe you're sick of watching other people live the life you know you're capable of. Use that pain. Channel it. Let it become your fire. Because here's the secret. People will change for 2 reasons, desperation or inspiration. But the most powerful transformation? It happens when you're so disgusted with mediocrity that you declare, "Enough is enough. I will never live like this again." That's the moment everything shifts. That's when the old you dies, and the new you is born. So get leverage. Get disgusted. Get inspired. Then take massive action now. Part 3. Take massive action. Strategy is nothing without execution. You don't need more information. You need transformation. You know enough already. You've read the books. You've watched the videos. But information without action is just entertainment. Clarity is power, but execution is everything. So what do you need to do? Let's get practical. Decide what you want. Not what's realistic. What you really want. Dream big. Bigger. Life is too short to play small. Get absolute clarity on why you want it. Why must this happen? What's at stake if you don't? Create a plan. Not a perfect plan, just a direction. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Take massive action. Not someday. Not tomorrow. Now. Do one bold, terrifying, beautiful thing right now that breaks your pattern. Measure your results. Adjust. Optimize. Keep going. Winners adapt. Losers make excuses. And if you fall, if you fail, good. That means you're in the game. The only people who don't fail are the ones sitting on the sidelines. Remember this. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. Which one are you choosing today? Part 4. Identity is destiny. Become who you were born to be. Let's get to the core of this. Because strategy is powerful. But strategy without identity is useless. If you don't believe you're the kind of person who wins, you'll sabotage every success. You've got to build a new identity. Not someday. Now, say it with me. I am powerful. I am relentless. I am disciplined. I am a finisher. I was born to conquer. You don't try to become this person. You decide. Right here. Right now. Because identity is not something you're born with. It's something you build. It's something you claim. You think warriors feel confident every day? You think champions don't feel fear? Of course they do. But they act in spite of it. They don't negotiate with their old story. They declare a new standard, and then they live up to it. From this day forward, do the same. Part 5, Breakthrough Moment, Own Your Power. I want you to imagine this. There's a version of you, standing at the edge of your destiny, strong, confident, fierce, living with purpose, loving deeply, giving boldly, creating impact. That version of you is not a fantasy. It's not a dream. It's a decision away. You're not lacking time. You're not lacking resources. You're lacking certainty. And that ends today. Because here's what I know. You already have the power inside you. It's time to unleash it. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop praying for permission. Stop living on autopilot. Raise your standards. Fire up your hunger. Step into your power. This is not motivation. This is a mission. Look, I don't care where you've been. I don't care what you've done. I don't care what the world told you you could or couldn't be. What I care about is where you're going. And if you're going to rise, it starts now, not tomorrow, not next month. No, you were not born to tiptoe through life. You were not born to play small, shrink back, or sit on the sidelines. You were born to lead, to dominate, to make history. So what do? You stand up. You plant your feet. You scream from the soul. Enough. I will not be denied. And then you move. You build the body. You build the business. You heal the relationship. You rewrite the story. You conquer the mountain. Because you were made for more. And the world is waiting for you to rise. So get up. Step in. Unleash the warrior. And conquer every challenge. Let's go.